So today we are going to learn how to make an app that flips a coin. So we want an app that flips a coin. When flipping a coin, we don't know our outcome. Our outcome will be random. Well, in Scratch, we also have a way to generate random numbers. We have pick random between 1 and 10. Well, when I'm flipping a coin, do I have 10 different options or do I have 2 different options? We have 2. So when I flip that coin, I can only pick between 1 and 2. So this is how we get a random number. You can set this between anything and anything, but for our coin flip, you want it between 1 and 2. So I have a way to generate a random number, but I have nowhere to put it. So I need to create a variable, and let's call this random. Okay. And with our random, I want to set random to be anywhere between 1 and 2. Well, this is great, but now I'm setting random, but I have no way to actually run this code. So I need to go back into control or events, and then do when space is pressed, I want to pick a random number. So if you notice right here, as I press space, it goes randomly between 1 and 2. So that's awesome and all, but we want to have this for a coin. And I accidentally put this in my backdrop. What I need to do is I need to create a new sprite here. And I have a picture of a coin, heads. Okay, let me grab that code and put it into my heads instead of my stage. So don't make my mistake and put it within your sprite. So, but I wanted this coin to flip, and it's not flipping just yet. So what I want to do is I want to come in, I want to create a new costume here, and I am going to upload my tails now. So now I have a way for my coin to go between heads and tails, so that's perfect. But it's still not generating. So what we want to do is we want to touch on our if statements. We learned about that last time in binary. So let's click on control if. So if random equals 1, we want to show heads. Okay. How we're going to do that is we say if then, and then I need to come down here and say grab this blank equals. Instead of saying 50, I want it to say 1, and I need to grab my variable random, put that right there. So if random is equal to 1, I want to set the coin's costume to heads. So I come over here to looks, switch costume to heads. Well, that works great for the case of 1, but now it's not going to tails when it's 2. So I'm just going to Control-C, Control-V, throw that there, throw this here, set this to 2, and put this as tails. Now my coin flip is working perfectly. I rotate between heads and tails, it's random. And then if I wanted to add a third state, I could always add the line state where it like landed on the edge. So let's say I went to costumes, let's create a new costume. But this time I'm just going to do some paint, grab a line, and if the coin lands on the edge, it was going to output this. Let's call this line. All right, let's come back over to our code. We're going to do the same thing, Control-C, Control-V, and we are going to set this to 3 because that is our third state, and we want to switch it to line. But notice how I never get line, even though I have the block for it here. Well, that's because I need to update it here in random. So I just say 3 here. And now I rotate between the 3 different states. And it's perfect. You just do this for your dice. You can come to costumes, make a 6 different costumes for the 6 sides of dice. You need 2 die for this assignment. So you should have 1 dice here, 1 dice here. And every single time you press base, it should roll the dice. Hope this video helps, and let me know if you guys have any questions.